Hello, amazing ladies. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Mireille. I go by Mireille Nicole in my coaching practice, and I'm a relationship coach for women who are looking for their happily ever after, whether they're already married or in a relationship, and there are just a few challenges that they'd like to overcome, or they're dating and they are looking for that Mr. Right. I am so excited because in today's video, I am going to be sharing with you what to do when you are finding yourself in a push-pull situation with the man. So you're in a relationship where he can get hot and cold and you're not sure what to do with that, right? It's kind of throwing you off. You don't know if you've done something wrong, if it's over, and then he comes back and it just messes with your head. So I'm going to give you 3 tips on what to do when you find yourself in that situation. Okay, let's dive in. But before I talk about the 3 things to do that you can do when you find yourself in a push-pull situation, or if the man's being hot and cold, let's talk about what it means when a man pulls away. I think this is a very important starting point because a lot of times where we go wrong is in the interpretation of what it means when a man withdraws, or he goes quiet, or he doesn't seem to be himself. So the first reason that men, or one of the reasons that men pull away is because, and I've mentioned this in numerous videos before, men seem to be or tend to be problem solvers. They are trying to find solutions to things. So it's in their nature for them to want to solve problems that are happening in their life, just to deal with stress, whatever's going on. Their natural tendency is going to be on their own, right? Where they can think about what's going on. They can manage and process their stress, trying to figure out what to do next. So it's very normal for a man to pull away every now and then, or to go hide in his cave, or however you want to describe it. It's something that he needs to do for himself based on his nature to deal with what's happening in his life, right? And it's not always about us. It can be sometimes, but many times it's just stuff that's going on with him, right? And maybe, I know for myself, I wish he would just want to talk about it, right? But like I've mentioned before too, men aren't naturally the ones that just want to talk about everything. They want to go fix it, right? They get satisfaction from the achievement of fixing their problem, of finding a solution. So one of the reasons men are going to withdraw or pull away or go hide in their cave is because they're dealing with something. They're trying to find a solution. They're trying to fix a problem. Now, another reason why men might pull away or withdraw or go hide in their cave is because there's been a lot of emotional intimacy between the two of you. Maybe you've had a lot of long conversations about things that have to do with feelings and whatnot. And this is something that us women thrive on. It raises our estrogen levels. We bond this way. But for men, this raises their estrogen level, right? And a man will always be in his best state, his best feeling self, when his testosterone levels are high. So sometimes you will find a man will pull away or go hide when there's been a lot of intensity between the two of you. All right. Whether this can be good intensity, right? You might think, oh my God, things have been wonderful. Things have been amazing. Why? How come all of a sudden, right, he disappears, right? He's probably, chances are, if everything is good and he's a high value man, he is just recharging his battery. He's just recharging his testosterone levels. He just needs a little bit of space for himself to get back into his healthy masculine state. Now, of course, there are going to be situations when a man withdraws or pulls away because there's bad behavior going on, right? So there is obviously always the chance that the man is pulling away because he's cheating, because he's doing something he doesn't want you to know about. So I'm not going to be talking about those particular situations today. What I'm going to share with you are 3 ways, 3 things that you can do when a man is just pulling away, but things are fine. He's a good guy. He's a high value man. Okay. But you're just finding there are situations where he's pulling away. It's messing with your head. No matter what you try to do, it just makes things worse. Okay, so I'm going to share with you what you can do to hold that space for the man, to respect this need, right? Or this natural inclination, this natural things that men do based on their natural state of being. All right. Hope this makes sense. Let me know in the comments what you think. Have you ever been in a situation where a man seemed hot and cold and he'd push, pull away? How did you deal with it? How did you feel about it? Let me know what you think in the comments. So the first thing you'll want to do is when the man pulls away or withdraws or goes hide in his cave is you are going to want to go out and focus on yourself, right? You are going to want to not pay so much attention on what's happening with the man, wondering what he's doing, trying to understand and revisit all the situations that led to this and what did you do wrong and what did I say, right? You want to shift the focus off of him and what you might have done and not make it about you, right? You want to stay in your feminine power. You want to stay in, your queen goddess state, right? And keep yourself feeling good and doing things for yourself. So take this opportunity to go out and just raise your own natural estrogen levels, right? Go out with your friends, go do an activity that you really enjoy doing. Just peel the attention off the man. Don't focus on him. Don't give it too much attention. All right. Because what happens is, especially those of us who are high achievers, maybe we have online businesses, we're very ambitious. We tend to go into our masculine energy and we want to fix the situation, right? We see him pull away and then we lean in and we want to fix the problem, try to solve what's going on, trying to do the work for him, right? And what we unintentionally do is prevent him from going into his solitude where he needs to solve the problem. And then he's always got this on the back of his mind. He never gets to fix it. Maybe he starts resenting the situation, right? So it's really important for you to really focus on yourself, to put you first in these situations. Take this opportunity to do the things that make you happy, right? And that raise your vibe. Don't get sucked into, blaming yourself, thinking this is naturally about you. No, you are awesome. Remember how awesome you are. This man is lucky to have you, right? And you want to continue operating from that space. And obviously he's going to come back. Obviously he's going to come out of his cave. And you know what? If he doesn't, then it's the wrong man for you. But you'll find that in most cases, he will come back. And what you do when he comes back is vitally important in terms of getting to your happily ever after and maintaining this wonderful, healthy, harmonious relationship. This leads perfectly into number 2 of what I wanted to share. The second thing that you can do when the man pulls away, he's maybe, I don't want to say ghosting you, okay, but all of a sudden you don't hear from him as much and he seems to be just really withdrawing. So the second thing you want to do, right, and like I said, is when he is going to focus on what happens when he comes out of his cave, because he's most likely going to come out of his cave. And what you're going to want to do is you are going to want to be in really good vibes. You are going to be warm. You are going to want to be accepting, right? So a lot of times what we tend to do is when we get in our heads about this, when we start taking it personally, is that when he comes out of it, we start right away investigating. We start maybe even blaming or shaming unintentionally because we feel bad and we want to share our feelings. Okay. And it's never, it's not out of malice that we're doing that, but we are scared. We feel really strongly about this person, right? And then it gets perceived by him as us not accepting that he needed a little bit of space. Again, like I said earlier, we are talking about men who are withdrawing without negative or bad intentions, right? This is just a man that needed a little bit of space to solve a problem or to restore his testosterone levels. So you are going to want to be, happy to see him again, right? And express how good it feels to see him again, or to spend some time with him some more, right? So that's why I said, as part of number 1, you're going to want to go out and do things that really make you happy and take that time to do things that really fill your cup. And then when he comes out of it, these are things you can share with him, right? He is going to be so attracted to the fact that you let him take his time and you went out and you did things, right? You're a strong, independent, self-sufficient woman. He is going to be so attracted to that and also feel so good that you accepted him. Because that's one of the big things that men need. That's a huge need for men, is to feel accepted. So when you give him a space, you go out and do what you want to do to make you happy. And he comes back and he sees that you're still happy, that you did all these exciting things, that you have your own life, that it's not all around him. He is going to be so magnetized to that, right? And you're going to have this polarity again in the relationship. You'll have filled your cup. You'll be full of your estrogen. He'll have had time for himself to fix this problem, achieve a solution. That's another thing that men really, thrive on, is achievement. So he'll feel good to have fixed whatever was stressing him out, address the situation he was dealing with. And then he's in his strong masculine, you're in your strong feminine, and the polarity and the harmony is going to be amazing. And the third thing that you can do when he comes out from his cave, out of hiding, out of withdrawing, when he comes back to you and he's leaning forward, this is a great opportunity for you to get in these conversations that you've been waiting to have with him. So a lot of times we as women have things that we hold on to. There are conversations we want to have. And it's hard to determine when is a good time to have those conversations, because timing and approach is everything when it comes to managing communications issues in your relationships and really having that bond, that emotional connection, right? So a great time for you to bring up subjects that maybe are a little bit harder to talk about is when he's going to have had the opportunity to do some of his own things, fix some of his issues, so that we're just not adding to what he's already dealing with, okay? He's going to come out, he's going to feel good about himself, he's going to be happy to see you, and he's going to be more, he's going to have more capacity to have these conversations with you. So obviously, though, you don't want to just wait till he comes out and just pounce on him and just drop all these heavy, emotionally intense conversations on him. But just keep in mind that when you come out, you're warm, you talk about all the fun that you had, he's going to feel a lot more, open to sharing things with you also, right? So this is going to be a really good time for you guys to engage. You guys' hormones are back up to these great levels where there's a lot of harmony, and you guys both have a lot of capacity to hold space for each other. So really take advantage of this opportunity. So when it comes to communication, there is a lot more. Make sure to check out my video about how to communicate anything to a man for more information on this topic. I hope this was super valuable to you. If you have any questions, if you have any comments, make sure to drop them down below and I will get back to them. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please take this opportunity to do so now. Of course, this is all easier said than done. So if you're looking for support, hit me up in the DMs, check out the link in my bio or in the comments so that you can see how we can work together and what programs I have available. I have one-on-one short and long-term containers or group programs so that we can work through this, right? Whatever it is that's a challenge in your relationship, I am there to walk by your side and help guide you through that. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you ladies next time.